There's only one thing better than finding out you have a substitute teacher for the day, and that's watching a school fight. Not just any school fight though, because where the excitement from that free day or any regular school fight will fade away once the final bell rings, the memories of that fight, the one that you'll think about until the day you die, that fight will forever be burned into your soul. This is the story of that fight. There's a different level of thrill from watching two people duke it out in a video versus being there live. Something about the sudden rush of it all. The air can be humid and sticky and you're stuck on a horrible random Tuesday midway through bio class, and the only thing on your mind is the sweet release of death. And then as if Zeke himself were to come from the heavens to announce the battle, the sound of dozens, hundreds of stampeding teenagers running full speed across an entire campus cries throughout the school, alerting even more students that something big is happening. The feeling hits you, the adrenaline's pumping. What's going on? And then hey yo, these fighting. Pause. Who's fighting? What grade? Who's winning? And most importantly, where's security? My mother is a teacher, so I understand the difficulties involved with breaking up two angry, rabid students. However, most high schools tend to have security guards for this reason. The issue is all that funding for security amounts to a single, unarmed, possibly untrained, average-looking dude per every 500 to 1,000 students. Meaning if you were going to start a fight anywhere on campus, you'd have roughly 30 seconds to a minute and a half at most before security came in to stop it. Sounds pretty quick, right? Imagine if the police had a 30-second response time. Except giving not one but two angry, rabid teenagers even just 30 seconds to do as much damage as possible to something or someone results in, well, as much damage as possible done to something or someone. Let me explain. Weaves were pulled, teeth were spilled. A guy got picked up over the rail. Girls got slapped, guys right hooked. Pepper sprayed so bad, his eyes were cooked. Teachers were bit, students got kicked. We all cheered along and we spectated. Phones came out, word goes around, and now you're the joke of the whole school now. Matches were held, seizures were had, police were called, parents were mad. Suspension, expulsion, threats of explosives, and that's off the top of my head. And so, viewer, let's finally dive into the fight. Because believe it or not, the most notable brawl that I've witnessed was in middle school. Back when security was even less secure and kids were even more rabid, there was a kid at my middle school who we'll call Cole. So Cole had a little reputation already. He wasn't the best kid on the playground. He was already like 3-0 by the time we were in 8th grade. And so it was only inevitable for his next taste of blood to be another kid who we'll call Charlie. Except you see, Charlie was from the other class, the rival class. And so if Cole was bad, Charlie was worse. But one day at PE, we had a substitute teacher, which meant a free day. A time when the two classes would come together, make peace, and do whatever they wanted for the whole period. All good so far. So I'm sitting over here on the tennis courts with my friends, just hanging out, talking, whatever. Charlie and Cole are both over here, playing basketball. And as every former middle schooler knows, those final seconds of PE class are the most important. It doesn't matter what the score is. Everything is on the line in those final minutes, those last 30 or so seconds. Wink, wink. And so with such an intense game of basketball going on, Charlie and Cole were both starting to get a little heated as well. You see, Cole had the ball, and Charlie's trying to play some elite defense on him right now. Cole's pushing back, and like I said before, Charlie has anger issues. So Charlie doesn't like being pushed. Charlie gets mad, and so he loses his temper and he tries to hit the ball out of Cole's hand. But he misses, hitting Cole. Uh-oh. The game immediately freezes. Everyone's standing, watching, seeing what's gonna happen next. In most cases, something like this could just be talked out. However, we're better to have a situation escalate than on a basketball court between two of the most rabid middle school boys in the entire school in the final moments of a PE game against the rival class. The stars aligned this day, because before anyone could even process what was going on.
Hey yo! These fighting!
Instant chaos. Cole, Charlie, everyone starts going at it. Charlie's throwing everything he has. Years of pent-up middle school rage being unleashed. But through it all, Cole is standing there, unfazed. We're looking over from the tennis courts now, from the field, everywhere. Everyone's eyes are on this fight. A crowd's formed around them, and so we can only see the top of everyone's head. The teachers finally catch notice and start sprinting over. The countdown starts, but we didn't even need it. Over the crowd, over everyone's heads, we see it, clear as day. The moment that's forever burned into my soul. Like straight out of a movie, the entire crowd goes silent as we can only watch in horror, excitement, fear. Charlie's entire body go flying in the air. His legs over the crowd.
God, holy shit.
It was like slow motion. He was in the air for so long. They were pulling out like stopwatches trying to see how long he could be up there. It was insane.
Oh my God.
Bro, did he just... Bro, he's still holding the basketball. And so with that, I conclude this therapy session with just one piece of advice, that fighting is never worth it. Never resort to violence, never instigate fights, except in the case of beating the crap out of that like button and then going after his buddies next. Also watch my last video. Bye.